Hi everyone, just a really quick video to show you how to use Stick, our new super sticky, amazing adhesive. What does this stuff do? Well, basically, it enables you to powder coat just about anything with the powders and pigments that we've been making. So it's completely compatible with everything we've got, from the beautiful Dazzle Eco Glitters to the different coloured lits, whether that's blue lit, pink lit, classic lit, all the colouriest colour powders, so the pinkest pink, greenest green, etc. So it's super useful if you don't want to mix these guys into a paint. Now normally we would recommend mixing these with super base to make an acrylic paint that you can use on all your work. But sometimes you want to just be able to attach that pure pigment to get the depth of colour and the power out of these things. And that's why we created Stick. Initially, we released it as part of our Technicolor set. That was this guy that enabled you to use this holographic coating on things. And so many of you have been asking if you can have Stick separately because you're desperate to powder coat stuff. So the answer is yes, you can get Stick separately from the Culture Hustle website. And today I'm going to show you how to get the most out of it. First of all, before we start, a little bit of health and safety here. These are loose pigment powders. Now, most of the time they're pretty safe, but I would recommend wearing a face mask if you're going to play with a powder, because you don't want to inhale these. You don't really want little bits of pigment getting stuck in your chest. It's just generally not a very good idea. So I'm going to put my face mask on just to be careful, and I'm going to show you what this is all about. So let's take a look at Stick. It comes in a 30 ml bottle. Now, the point of the 30 ml is it goes really far. You only need the tiniest little bit. Now, it looks like a white, milky solution, and that's because it's not dry yet. It actually dries completely transparent and totally clear, so don't worry about that. Now, today, for the purposes of demonstration, I'm going to coat this little toy. He's absolutely awesome. Come and have a look at this. Oh, he poos glitter. He's actually really, really cool. So we're going to coat him in something. I might do him with the pinkest pink. I'm going to show you what it does on wood, and I'm going to give you a little demo of how to use it on canvas on your paintings. But you can use this on anything. It's going to work on plastic, on cardboard, pretty much any surface. Even glass, actually. This was coated with Stick and the Technicolor pigment. So yes, it goes on just about anything. Right, let's go straight into how to use it. Get your Stick. Pour out a little bit, or dip a brush into the bottle. It's up to you. You're going to need to apply this with a soft brush, either straight from the bottle or from where you poured it. And I'm going to put a little bit on our toy here. So essentially, you paint it on, and you'll see it's kind of white and a bit milky. And you just paint the surface with it. Okay? There you go. Cover him in Stick. Keep going. Likewise, if you're going to coat a bit of wood, same deal. Paint it with Stick, like that, with your paintbrush. And then I'll put a little bit on here. I've got this idea of giving her some green Dazzle glitter coming out of her mouth. So the nice thing is while it's wet, you can actually see it. It's kind of white. And that's actually useful so you can see where you're going, because you don't want to miss any bits. That's the thing. You really don't want to miss any little bits. Paint that in. So I've done that. What we're going to do now is we're going to let that dry, and it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll know when it's dry because it will no longer be white. Okay, see you in a sec. Okay, so these have now dried. A couple of things that I noticed while I was doing it. The wood is actually quite porous, and it felt like it soaked up that Stick quite quickly. So I actually gave that 2 coats. And thinking about it, I think it's probably a good idea to give most things 2 thin coats, because actually it's kind of easy to miss a bit. So if you do 2 coats, you know you've completely coated your object properly. Now, we're going to powder coat some of these things. To do that, I recommend a foam brush. Now, if you got the Technicolor set, you will have one of these, which we call a wand, and we got the right type of foam to work with our powders and sticks. So this will be the best thing to use, but don't worry, if you didn't get that, you can get one of these from most art shops, craft shops, that kind of thing, and it's just basically a foam brush. Failing that, if you can't get any of those, one of these is your friend. You can do exactly the same thing with this. Not quite as good, but you can get a cotton bud pretty much from anywhere. They cost nothing, and they will be fine. Right, with all that said, let's start by going on this with a little bit of glitter. As you can see, that's now completely transparent. It's almost as if nothing happened at all. And I'm going to go with this foam brush and the Dazzle glitter. These are eco glitters, just to remind you, they completely compost. They're no microplastics, really good for the environment. Even the packaging composts on the Dazzle glitters. And can you see, as I dust it on there, it literally, everywhere I put stick, the glitter sticks, and it doesn't stick anywhere other than where I put the stick. It's absolutely beautiful. And what you want to do is just make sure every bit of stick is properly covered with your pigment or your powder, because stick will stay sticky forever until it's got powder. Now that is no longer sticky, it's coated in the Dazzle glitter, and I'm going to knock this off now. Ooh-doo-doo, there you go. How's that? Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, perfectly powder coated. It's also very economical actually, because it's actually using 1 particle thick. So it means that your powders are going to last forever, and you see the true colour of them. That's not mixed with anything, that's pure Dazzle. Isn't that lovely? Now, what I'm going to do on the wood, there's the stick. I'm going to have a go using a wand and the pinkest pink. So let's see what the pinkest pink looks like on wood. Whoa, look how that sticks on there. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. So that's incredible. So that's 1 particle thickness, pinkest pink on wood. Look at that. Isn't that great? So you can use it like that, and again, that's no longer sticky. Last but no means least, we're going to have a go with Mr. Glittery Poo. And I think I'm going to do him in the greenest green, actually. I was going to do the pinkest pink, but he's already green, and I think the green's going to look much better on him. So I'm going to use, I think in America you call this a Q-tip, but we call it a cotton bud. So I'm going to have a go with a cotton bud. See that? Load up the cotton bud, rub it on him, and start to powder coat. So there he is, that's kind of done. I actually wish I'd given him an undercoat because I can still see him through, but you get the general idea. So there you go, guys, that is stick. Now you have the option to use all the powder pigments and all the glitters without having to mix them into a paint, if that's useful. As always, I cannot wait to see what you make with this stuff. I know it's going to open up loads of avenues for you on your electric guitars, on your skateboards, on your sneakers, on your models, on your toys, and on your paintings and sculptures. So share your work, use the hashtag #ShareTheBlack, and @CultureHustle when you do it. Stay in touch. Love you very much. Have fun with stick. Bye.